Andy from Romford Ice Hockey Academy and currently chair as well as, I believe, director on there as well.
Yeah.
Nice. How did you first find out about ice hockey?
How did I first find out? So my son Joshua went to a send um, ice skating um, event that a send company was doing. Myself, Oliver, went to the event. Um, and whilst I was skating around with Oliver and Joshua, Oliver, my eldest son, decided that he see a sign on the board about ice hockey and said he wanted to be an ice hockey player. So we then progressed to look around to see if we could find somewhere, and unfortunately, ice hockey academies are almost like trying to break a concrete walnut to get in. No one was answering, no one was coming back to emails, and yeah, and it was very, very hard work. Finally got some contact, which was more a matter of a crowbar in a door and forcing it open. Um, and then got Oliver onto the ice at Romford.
Eventually.
Oh.
Eventually, very hard work. Yeah.
When you was first approached to become part of the academy, what made you decide to invest?
There was a few things. Where I run my own business, it's very difficult to have influence over something unless you're actually invested into it. So where I um, first got involved was a conversation with my pal Alan, who called me, who then gave me Andy's number. I then reached out to Andy. We had a long conversation, to which I ended up basically, yeah, getting involved in the academy.
What
Very
direction
interesting.
do you want to take the academy in?
Uh, so the direction of the academy is going in the right direction as we speak. So I want to have an A and a B team in each age group, um, and push the academy to be one of the best in the southeast of England.
Love that. It is definitely going in the right direction.
Mhm.
Um, what do you want individual age groups to achieve this season and next season?
So, I mean, obviously, I want them to win every single league, but then so does everyone else, and it's become quite challenging. So, after taking it over, I'm in the second year of the academy, well, halfway through. Um, and to be fair, we are going from strength to strength. I think our U12s were top of the league. Um, don't know where we are at this moment. U14s look like they're going to finish very strong this season. U16s will probably finish probably mid-table, and U19s hopefully around the same. Um, yeah, that's roughly where we are at the moment. So I'm happy with how things are going. I'm happy with how things are going. I mean, you never really know where you're going to finish, because sometimes that can end up on a flip of a coin. We're not registering our players into a league where we know we're going to dominate, because where do you get the growth for the children for that? And we want to become a feeder for the Romford Raiders, so we can try and cut down the cost for the senior groups like the Buccaneers and the Raiders. So to do that, we need to remain competitive to grow the academy for what it's actually for, which is a pathway.
Yeah, no, definitely. Um,
100%.
What's one thing players tend to forget?
Equipment. Their water bottles, which they leave on the side normally. I mean, what do they forget? I think ultimately, the one thing that we forget and the players do forget is that once they've made a mistake, that's what they need to forget, but they don't forget it. They hold on to it for too long. And then that affects the rest of their play.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
In all age groups.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely.
That's still a thing into the seniors.
In all age
Yeah.
groups.
How does it feel being a parent of an academy player?
How does it feel being a parent? Yeah, it feels great. Why would it not? If you're saying, is there a stigma to having a child within an academy? Quite possibly. Would I treat every child in the academy as my own? Most definitely. Would I scold them if they misbehave? Yes. Would I cuddle them if they had achieved? Yes. So I haven't got one child. I've got approximately 125, and they range from 4 right the way up to a smelly 18-year-old.
Oh,
My personal child is 11, and it's hard for him because, like I said, the stigma around having a child in the academy is everyone believes that he'll get it on a silver platter, and he doesn't. He has to work harder to get the same level of appreciation because you're always conscious that people will always have an opinion of his achievements.
Absolutely.
yeah, definitely. What does the when does the different age group, sorry, train?
So we have U16s, U19s on a Monday night from 9 to 11. We have under 10s, under 12s, under 14s, under 16s, and under 19s on a Wednesday night, which again starts from 5 o'clock and goes right the way through till the evening, until such times as the Buccaneers take over. And then on a Friday, we train from 5:50, which is under 10s, under 12s, and then we have the 14s on as well. And then I think it's the Raiders straight after the 14s.
Yeah,
Very busy.
it is. It's a very full-on schedule.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not there all the time. I mean, look, you know, we've got a great team now in the academy. And I think previously, I think that was the one thing that was missing from Romford Academy was the team. You know, no one man built a pyramid. It takes a lot of hands on deck to help grow something great. And when you've got a lot of great people within the academy, it makes it so much easier. And that's the one thing that I can solemnly say, that the growth was not just one man, it was everyone pulling in the same direction with the same vision, which has taken the academy from something, well, from nothing to something great, I would say. And next season, we look like we're going to explode into where I want it to be, realistically.
Love that.
What does the off season look like in the academy?
A little bit quieter, but we're still going to keep the kids training. It's very difficult because, I mean, the rink gets pulled a lot with ice, and with the academy, we want to keep trying to get as much ice as we can. The only thing is that everybody wants ice, so we would like to do more. We're going to be having meetings within the committee soon to discuss what we're going to be looking to achieve next season. the strange thing is that for us, we're already trying to work on next season, because there's no point in trying to close the gate once the horse has bolted. So we're already ahead of next season. We sort of come into looking at next season early this year in January. So we was already looking, well, December, January, we was looking at next season. So trying to get the kids onto camps, if they can get into camps. Unfortunately, we're not blessed with that at the moment, but it would be nice to sort of maybe use some of the imports for next season to have our own camp in Romford. But again, it depends on the purchase of ice and how the ice gets divvied out over the summer, which is always a tough one.
Yeah, definitely. That is
That'd
a
be
great
really
idea
cool.
about bringing the imports involved. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can pay them, right? So it's not like they're going to be doing it for free. We'll pay them to spend their time. Time is money, and all of that.
Yeah, no, definitely. How does someone enroll their child into the academy?
Um, So the one thing that I will say about Oliver was, when he wanted to get involved into ice hockey, we was told that he needed to get to a level 6, level 7 of skating. In other words, competently skate forward, competently skate backwards. And the one thing that made me help Oliver was, I woke up one Saturday morning, he was stood at the end of my bed, fully dressed, ready to go to his ice skating lessons. And that's the key point. The parents don't need to push them. They should want to do it themselves. And I think the second that you have to push your child to do anything, it's always going to be a hard slog, and the children are always going to end up winning out. So I think with getting into an academy, but definitely with Romford, it's relatively easy. You just got to understand that we can only provide so much support for the child. The parent needs to do the rest. You know, the public skates, the private lessons, the camps outside of season, the camps in different countries. You know, we've got coaches that take their kids to camps in Florida, in Las Vegas, in Czech, in, all over the place. So, you can really tell when children are being pushed, because they don't really want to do much more than just the academy side of things. But the parents have also got a huge part to play in the success. And it's not just on the academy, whether or not they'll end up being national or elite players.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Do players or kids that want to join the academy, do they need to have any experience behind them to sign up, or can they just come along?
Yeah, I mean, experience with so again, it all works on the age group. It's very difficult, and this is the one thing that is the most painful thing. Ice hockey depends on the level in which you want to achieve. So if you want to achieve greatness, then realistically you cannot start at 17. It's not going to happen. It's like trying to become an Olympic sprinter when you've already got to a good age. I mean, the best age to get involved is young. So I would say, 6, 7, 8 years of age is pretty much predominantly where you want to start in the under 10s, because that's where you're going to do a lot of your falling over and a lot of learning. But we have, on the flip side, we've had children join us at an age of 14 and pushed through because they're at public skates all the time. And then you'll have children join, we've got young players that are started at 4 years of age. And they're brilliant skaters, and they will, if they continue, they will go to national, possibly elite.
Yeah, no, it's not impossible to start late, but it just makes it harder.
I mean, you're trying to cram in hours, and that's what it boils down to. I was having a conversation with one of the coaches today, and to become competent at something, you need to do it 3,000 times to become competent. So that's 3,000 lessons. So if you're trying to cram 3,000 lessons in when you're 14, it's a lot harder than when you're 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and to become almost a master, you've got to be doing it over 10,000 times. So when you actually break down the 10,000 hours worth of skating in a lifetime, that's a whole lot of skating or a whole lot of lifetime.
Yeah. No, the public skates definitely helped.
Massively, and you have got the likes of Learn to Play that everyone active do. We would love to, as Romford Academy, would love to have a learn to play situation, but unfortunately, again, ice is a premium, and we're not blessed with extra ice. So,
Yeah, no, definitely. What
rough,
makes the no, go on.
rough with the smooth. Yeah, go on.
What makes the Romford community special?
What makes the Romford community special? I think all communities are special, aren't they? Doesn't matter where you come from. I think, I think everyone's special. I don't think, because with the academy, players come from far and wide. So we don't just get Romford players. We get Chelmsford players. We get Haringey players. We get players from all over. So, I think that everyone's the same. No one's different. We just come from a geography just plays a part, right?
Yeah.
No one chooses where they want to be or where they live. They choose if they want to play ice hockey or not. And I'll open my doors to anyone. If you're from Chelmsford, Romford, Ipswich, Basildon, I don't care. Come and join us.
We're inclusive.
Come and join. Come and join.
How did you feel joining the Raiders for the double Solway weekend?
Oh yeah, I was there. Dear, I thought I'd got away with that. No, it was good.
Not with me, you haven't.
Yeah, it was good. Like, the guys are cool. How do I feel? I felt that it probably helped me understand the national level a little bit more. I spent some long hours on a coach, but I ultimately, yeah, like the guys are real cool. Like, they're real good guys. Sometimes I forget that I am that much older, but realistically, yeah, they're all good guys. They're all very pleasant, very friendly. I feel like it probably solidified a bit more of a relationship between the academy and the and that Raiders academy boundary, kind of got rid of it. So the guys within the Raiders now know that, if the 14s are training and they want to jump on the ice and help out, then they're more than welcome. And it's quite nice. It's quite nice to almost create that bridge and the bond that, because they've all come from academies, right? None of them put skates on and decided that they were going to become national players. They've all gone through the academy.
Absolutely.
Definitely. What's one thing you learned from being with the Raiders that you brought over to the academy?
What's the one thing that I learned? What's the one thing that I learned? I learned a lot of things. I didn't learn one thing. What's the one thing that I learned? Probably the atmosphere within the changing rooms. I think it's quite, you know, it's quite. You are a family. When you're in that room, you are a family. And like I've said like I said earlier, and like I've said to the kids, when you're doing the 2 times table, when you go 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, I can do so many things right, but you're only going to focus on 9 because it's the one thing I done wrong. So therefore, it's nice that as a group of guys that they pat each other on the back and they say, "Don't worry about it. It's okay. Like we got another shift. We're going again." So, and that's the one thing that I learned from the guys. They're a great family, and when they get together, they're a solid unit. And that's nice. That's a nice thing about those guys. And yeah, that's one thing that I'd like the kids within their games to understand, that once the shift is done and you get back on the bench, whatever happened bad, learn from it, move on, leave it. And that was the one thing that I learned from those guys that was quite good, to be fair.
Yeah, no, that's a good piece of advice.
Absolutely. What's your favourite hockey memory from your time with the academy? If you have one.
Why is it finished? What's my favourite memory? I would probably say, what's my favourite memory? Oh, I've got so many. Yeah, I've not got one. So, I mean, this season so far, scoring the winning goal when one of our young players, Mr. Wilson, scored a goal in the last 2 seconds, winning us the game. That was pretty epic. That was a great moment, and we do celebrate as a team. So, when the players lose, the coaches lose. When the players win, the coaches win. So that was a great moment. But yeah, you have so many, like, even something like one of the young players managing to do a brilliant pass. You just think, oh, that's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. What a great moment that is when someone learns something as well. So it's not you where you have children, you're blessed with so many great memories all the time. So because they're always learning and you're learning as well. Um, you're always learning together as a team, as a collective. So yeah, you have many great memories as a coach around kids. I don't think that there's as a chairman around children. I don't think there's ever one defining moment yet that I've realised that maybe when I'm a lot older I'll remember it.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
If there's one rule within ice hockey that you could change, what would you change?
One rule within ice hockey. One rule within ice hockey that I would change. No, haven't got any at the moment. I'll pass on that one, please.
No problem.
Oh, I've got one.
Oh,
Go on.
I've got one. Make it easier. Not easy, easier for players to become coaches. That's the one rule I would change. I think that ice hockey coaching is made so hard that it makes players not want to get involved in coaching. And when you think of how many, like we said about the 3,000 to 10,000 years, times, sorry, not years, because we'd be very dead. But when you take 3,000, 10,000 times, if you've got national players or even elite players that can get into coaching a little bit easier, I think you would find that the level of coaching within the UK would become astronomical. It would be unbelievable. But I think where it's so difficult for players and for people to get into coaching, and I do agree that there's a lot of it, and there's a lot that goes into coaching. But yeah, I think that it needs to be not easier, not easy, but a little bit easier for those players to get into coaching. That's what I believe.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure. The amount of talent that could be missing.
100%, 100%. You've only got to learn one thing from one person to make it valuable. So
Yeah.
if you can learn one thing from one person once a week, that becomes very valuable. So the more people that you've got on the ice, just something simple like edge work or passing a puck or something very simple that sticks is invaluable information that not one person can always give.
100%. Has there been anything that has surprised you since becoming a director of the academy?
No, not overly. No, I know that sounds awful, but no. As I said before, I'm blessed. I started my own business in 2013. I've helped people run businesses for a long time, whether it be recruitment, car sales. Yeah, not a lot has surprised me because I've been around a lot of people.
You've seen it all before.
No, I've not seen it all. I'd never say that. But I've seen a fair share of stuff to realise that, yeah, not much surprises me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
How does it feel knowing you're helping make a difference and shape the future for Romford hockey?
Yeah, when you say it like that, it sounds different, doesn't it? Yeah.
Sounds pretty cool when it's said like that.
It didn't sound bad then, did it? So I guess in truth, I'm more of a doer. So I don't. I certainly didn't do what I'd done to try and achieve an ego. That was one thing that I would say that I never ever done, and I've never done it for. The one thing that is nice is that when you do see the 4-year-old skating and playing hockey, and you see people being selected to go to GB, or have trials, select trials and stuff like that. Yeah, that makes you realise that, you know what, I've as a group, as a team, as a collective of people, we done that. We done that together. We made that happen, and we are creating something great, and it will continue to be great even when I'm dead and gone. So that's the one thing that, well, I hope so anyway, unless someone steps in and completely destroys it. But realistically, once yeah, it is a nice feeling, and it makes it nice, like you say, when I said about, there are many great things that I can remember that yeah, it's a nice feeling. It's nice to know that it's going in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, you've got two players that have just got through to the third and final rounds of England trials. Was notified today.
Yeah, oh, that's nice to know.
Both of them got through. So yeah, they'll be up there again in March, and they find out on the day in March if they're selected to go out to Czech or not.
There you
So
go.
fingers crossed for them both.
See, the one thing that I'd say is you can't coach effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can coach many of things, but only the player can coach effort. So the more effort they put in, the more they will get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
So yeah, that's great news. That's nice to hear. I know who they are, but obviously we're not saying names.
I've literally just found out about the second one. Obviously, I knew about the other one as soon as that email come through. But yeah, just found out that the second one's also got through as well.
Good, good.
Oh. Do you think there will be a potential for a girls' team in the future at the academy?
Yeah, so realistically, like I said, ice is a premium. I have had conversations. Um, will continue to have conversations, but it won't be next season.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But there's still the potential that it could one day
100%. I
become a
think
thing.
I think that when you look at when you like I said, everyone's I don't think that there's geography plays a part in how great people are. The people at Romford are all great guys. Like I say, I want the ice rink to not be that clicky place. Unfortunately, you can't always help people. Like I said, there's some things that won't ever change, but I'd always like it to be a very inclusive area where people can all get together, um, have conversations, even to the point where people understand what businesses people are in, and all can help each other, from builders to electricians to, we've got a multiple of trades within that room, within those hours. So, we should all help each other. But yeah, I'm going off on one. So let's go back to where we are.
One day in the future, when there's more ice time, a
They're
girls' team will become available.
basically, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to get that off the ground once I
Yeah,
get some ice.
yeah.
Love that.
No, good answer. Um, who is your favourite NHL player or team?
So I support the Maple Leafs. It's a bit like supporting West Ham. Um, you never seem to get anywhere. It's like a bike with no chain. You pedal like mad and get nowhere. Um, who's my favourite player? See, I've got a few. See, I really like Mitch Marner. I think he's a really good player. Um, very much a loss. Um, and then yeah, there's a few. There's a few. But we'll just stick to Mitch Marner for now. I like Mitch. I think he's a good player. I think he's a good playmaker. I think he's good at what he does. I think he was the one that helped Matthews get his points up personally. And Nylander as well. I like Nylander. I think he's a real cool guy. Not that I know him, but yeah, comes across like it.
Who's your favourite player in the NIHL?
NIHL. Oh, favourite player in the NYHL. See, the really odd thing is, I'm not hockey mad. So to be fair, I haven't really got one at all.
That's fair.
At all. Yeah, because a lot of the guys in Romford, obviously, I don't see like that. I just see them as people that I know, that I talk to, that have a laugh and a chat with, definitely within the Raiders. Yeah, they're all cool guys, and they're all great in certain aspects. You know, Sean was a great player. Um, um, you know, Andrew Schufel was a lovely guy. TJ's a great guy. You know, they're all good players. You know, Cooper, great guy, brilliant D player. Baker, great D player. If I could play like Jarrett, I'd be laughing. Unfortunately, I am. When we're talking about aged out, I have well and truly aged out. I'm like the fine wine that just ended, got left in the cellar.
So you're basically saying that the Romford team is your favourite?
Yeah, I like all the guys in the Romford. Yeah. I know. I mean, I know there's lots of players out there, but yeah, I mean, I'm always going to stick with my team, which is the boys. Yeah.
Yeah, no, fair enough. If you could give one piece of advice to current academy players and those thinking of joining, what would it be?
I think I said it really. I think don't focus on the things you're doing wrong. Focus on the things that you've done right and build on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good piece of advice, to be fair.
I think yeah, we become so critical, and as human beings, we're incredibly negative people, and we can't. Where focus goes, energy flows. So if you're constantly focusing on the negative, you're going to continue to do the negative. You know, it's the truest thing in the world. You know, you can't. The human mind does not deal with a negative. If I tell you not to think of the color red, you have to instinctively think of the color red, not to think of the color red. So if I tell you not to spill that drink, the likelihood is you're going to be so hyper focused on not spilling it, you're going to spill it. So to say don't fall over is crazy. You know, fall over as much as you can now. Fall over in front of your peers, make yourself look stupid. When it's game time, you've already done it. So yeah, that would probably be the thing. Yeah. Stop focusing on the things you've done wrong. Focus on the things that you want to go right.
Yeah. No, that's a good
That
one.
is good. And finally, do you have a message to any of the Romford fans or academy players or anything that's watching this? Anything you want to say?
Anything I want to say? Yeah, come to one of the games. If you're a Romford fan, you know, we pretty much have the ice from on Sunday. Every Sunday game, we're always there on 11:45. We're on the ice. One thing I will say, I'll shout out to Dan Oxley, since he's been doing our DJing and stuff like that. Our games they're brilliant. Our games are absolutely brilliant now. You know, we have the music, we have the announcements. It's really changing the way in which the kids are viewing ice hockey games. So yeah, it's made a massive difference. So yeah, forever grateful for what he's doing in regards to that. because that is really making a huge difference for the atmosphere, and that's the most important thing. You know, it's we're there for the kids and their development, but what Dan's bringing, he's bringing an atmosphere, and he's bringing excitement, and he's bringing, something that the kids. He's bringing that NIHL experience to kids in the under 10s, under 12s, under 14s, 16s, 19s. So that's great. So, if you ever want to come and watch us play. Join, get on the academy Instagram, follow. All our games are posted on there. You never know. Realistically, could be following and watching a 4-year-old that is going to be an elite player one day.
Absolutely.
So it's great. And anyone looking to join, come down, come and talk to us. We're there on a Wednesday. You can watch what we're doing, how we're doing it. Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's a great experience for any players that want to be coaches, and want to try and get some local refs as well. So we're going to start pushing next season to get some of our academy players onto the referee program, so they can start to be referees, so we can create our own Romford referees as well. So we're
awesome.
trying to grow lots of plates to spin. So come down, support, get involved in the 50-50, because God knows I never win it. So you know that my £5 is always going to go in your pocket, or £2.50 of it. So get involved.
I'm sure you was like one off last time.
What's that? Sorry?
One of the times when I scratched off the 50-50, I'm sure it was between you and Shane got it.
Yeah, pretty standard. Pretty standard. I'm never going to win. Although the one thing I will say is Paul done well when we went to Solway, because he did win the 50-50 at Solway. So standing there taking his prize money in his Romford Raiders jersey was quite a pleasurable watch.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
and then he come back and he used it all at the quiz night that we done at the supporters club.
Yeah, and he also spent it on the guys as well. So he also give them some money as well. So that was nice. Paul's a great guy as well. Everyone's a great guy to be. They're all great, and girls, should I say? Can't just say guy. So inclusive of everyone. But yeah, everyone's great, to be fair. Everyone's really sort of pushing the club along, and it's just nice to see that everyone's driving forward, really. But yeah, support the kids.
Absolutely.
Support the future.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Is that me done? Am I over and out now?
You are. We're going to move over to your good old friend Perry. We managed to sneak some time away from him, so we'll be jumping on with him next.
Okay, cool. No problems at all. Right,
Thank you very much.
with Pel, and we'll speak to you all soon.
Yeah.
Thanks
for joining us.
No probs. Bye.
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 Bye.